Competitive the Battlefield way. Battlefield 1 Incursions is attempting to do what previous Battlefield games have arguably failed at: create a competitive multiplayer experience that can actually succeed. In this video I will go over what it is trying to be, some key facts and what it will probably end up being, and of course give my opinion along the way. So keeping it as simple as possible, Incursions is a 5 vs 5 intense battle based on a far smaller scale than anything we've seen so far in Battlefield 1. Teamwork is of course key, and the team have attempted to bring in aspects of the main Battlefield game that fans have enjoyed the most. Vehicles will be part of Incursions. So far the devs have said there will only be one per team and they won't respawn. The scoring system in Incursions has also been completely overhauled. During the closed alpha, players will only be able to play on Giant Shadow, and this will be of course a scaled down version of the one that we've seen so far on Conquest, but at least there will be some familiarity. It also means that they're not creating a brand new map on the face of it. Now the biggest change for me is possibly the kits or classes. Incursions will have several kits that are essentially complementing the four main ones that we all know well. For the alpha, DICE has decided to go with 8 kits in total, and as you only have 5 players on a team, playing as the correct class will surely be the key to winning. So far we have the Trench Surgeon, the Control Leader, the AT Assault, the Battle Mechanic, the Mortar Support, the Raid Leader, the Shock Assault and the Proximity Recon. More info on those specific kits can be found in the description. Each kit will have access to a limited amount of weapons too. So let me give my opinion. A few alarm bells started ringing when I heard that they're having a vehicle in a 5v5 game. The vehicle gameplay in Battlefield 1 leaves a lot to be desired, and unless they drastically change that, I'm pretty certain it'll be a mess. Tanks do require a small amount of skill in BF1, but not that much. You can camp and use the explosive rounds to smash enemies all day, and with the lack of lock-ons and countermeasures, that extra dimension that we had in BF3 and BF4 won't be there. I'm not saying that it won't be fun, but I'm pretty sure that it won't be properly competitive. I'm hoping that DICE can manage to work this out, because I do think that a Battlefield game should have vehicles in it. That's the whole point of a Battlefield game, to have both infantry and vehicle gameplay mixed into one. But when you are playing 5v5 and trying to create something that's going to be highly tactical, competitive and rely on gun skill, I have a feeling that having a vehicle that's going to create a load of havoc might not be the right way forward. Let's take a second here and break down the trailer. Now I'm going to be super critical at this point, because for me, DICE had a chance to show they really wanted to make a proper competitive game, and the trailer is the place to set the foundations for that. So starting off, it's great to see that they have some guys who actually know what they're talking about at the event. For me, the average Battlefield player has no real idea what they want when it comes to balance, gunplay, game modes, and especially competitive. Yes, you might know what you think might work, but getting that balance right is really hard. Having actual pros, or at least semi-professional gamers involved with this is a good move in my opinion. This trailer however screams of BF1 trailer hype train. By that I mean DICE have gone down the same route as they did with the release of BF1 and are planning to hype the hell out of the game in order to get people to play it, not actually make the game really good and then watch the player base grow through actual enjoyment. The trailer also made me laugh in quite a few places. If I place 10 5 vs 5 infantry players in this game mode, I can put money on the fact that none of them will use a mortar, get shanked in the back of the head by a spade, or bayonet somebody. There is no room in the competitive environment for casual things like that in my opinion, and yes, I'll admit I'm not a comp player, but I do enjoy watching competitive events. Making a competitive game and letting casuals play it works. Doing it the other way around does not. They mentioned in the trailer that teamwork will be taken to a new level. Now this I can agree on. Rainbow Six Siege is something to look at in this regard. Small maps, not many players, and if it all goes to plan, a lot of teamwork. That makes for loads of fun, and it doesn't even need to reach an esport level of competitiveness in order to be a success. Incursions could just be a game you play with your buddies and rank up in a similar way to Rainbow Six or CSGO. I have a feeling that this could be really fun to play in the same way that Frontlines is on a public server, instead of actually bringing that whole competitive environment into play. As long as they're going to release this as a free addition to Battlefield, I think there could be some serious success, but if it is a separate game, then they're really going to have to nail that 5v5 experience, or it will just flop straight on its face. So, a final opinion. I don't think that this will be a wild success. I hope I'm wrong, as I'd love to see Battlefield take off and produce something that really gets me back playing for hours on end, but I just don't see it happening. I'll of course give it a chance, and hopefully I'll get that chance when the beta releases soon. Major sticking points are around the sort of changes that DICE are willing to make in order to create a game that people will want to play. Will they change much? I doubt it. The difference in kits from the main game to Incursions is a good start for sure, so let's see if they can go beyond that. I'm sure it's possible. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below and let me know your opinions of the Incursions information so far. Are you excited for it? Are you looking forward to playing the beta if you are lucky enough to get in? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.